How about now? Can you hear me now? Probably, I bet that's what it was. I'm gonna go ahead and hand this back to you. I guarantee that's what it was. Hello everyone. Hopefully you can hear me now. So if you're tuning in late, you're not late because we're just starting. Well, my name is Chessa. You guys already know that. And this is our What's New Live. And your quilt shops are from all over the world. And you guys rely on Checker for all of your fabrics and notions and all of our 125,000 items that you can see all of on checkerdisc.com. Our live episodes are just to bring you some of the newest stuff. It's really a fraction of the new stuff we have. And if you can't watch this video live, most of you guys already know that this video stays on Facebook, so you can watch it at any time. We also post it on YouTube later on. So if you would prefer to be on YouTube, you can watch it there as well. I love to know where you're watching from, so please drop a comment with your shop name and location, and maybe you'll get a shout out. To make ordering easy, we also put a link in the description of this video, and this time I also pinned it as the top comment so that the link has just the items that I'm showing you today, so that makes it really easy for ordering. If you have a question, feel free to pop it in the comments. The buyers, myself, we're all here to answer any questions you have, and we try our best to answer it live. We have many ways for you to see what's new in the world of quilting. One of them is that we send a bi-weekly What's New email every other Monday, and it is on just the newest items that have been added in the prior 2 weeks. You can also use the drop-down feature on our website and sort newest to oldest. I also really like to do top selling that way. That's also an option. And then, of course, we are always posting our newest products on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. So if you don't already follow us, or if you haven't subscribed to us on some of those platforms, make sure you do so. Again, don't forget about the Q&A at the end. Sometimes we even stop in the middle of the live to answer your questions. Later today, Maria DeGroot, which is our creative grid specialist that has been joining me lately, is going to join us again to talk about the ruler of the month from Creative Grids and the Gypsy Quilter notion of the month. And you'll want to make sure to stay tuned to the end to learn about a giveaway. So let's see who is watching. Jolene is watching. Hi, Jolene. I am very mad at your husband for rushing you out on your vacation today, so we didn't get to say hi. So we'll just have to meet up another time. Have a safe trip, you guys. Hello, So Big Quilting. Hello, Karen from Sew and Love Fabric in Vermont. Hello, Bossy Sister. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Let's jump right in with new books from Ricky Timms. Ricky co-wrote Lizzie Albright in the Attic Window with Kat Bowser. This book is a 352-page middle grade fantasy fiction story that's not about a quilt, but is inspired by a 1930s Depression era quilt made by Lizzie's granny. Lizzie, who is celebrating her 10th birthday in December of 1964, goes to her granny's mansion for the Christmas holiday, and in the attic she discovers an amazing sampler quilt. She learns the names of the blocks, and those names just fill her imagination. That night she departs on a fantastic journey filled with all sorts of amazing characters. The quilt in that book is recreated in a pattern for Granny's 1930 sampler. This novel sells the pattern book. This book just sells the pattern, makes everybody want to create it, and now you actually can. Kind of just flip through it, see it's all in color. You have your templates. And it even references the book. See, this is from the pages of chapter 6. So these are great to bundle together and sell together. From C&T is So Cute Baby Animals. You're gonna sew 17 paper-pieced baby animal blocks with Mary Hurdle. You're gonna mix and match blocks into 6 projects for a sweet nursery set. You can do a cozy quilt, a baby bib, an adjustable diaper bag. You can see here we have the burp cloth, an adorable elephant. Here's your baby bib. All sort of great things in this book for newborns and babies in the So Cute Baby Animals book. And if you're looking just to whip something up really quick and say maybe a weekend, you're going to want this Make One Weekend Gifts book from Stash. You're going to be able to bring a personal touch to any home accessory with this collection of charming and fun projects. You see a little wine tote here, another quilt, and you've got your color instructions. I prefer color. I know some people prefer black and white. Really depends on what you're working on, I think, or how your mind sees. So that's Make One Weekend Gifts. Simply Stitched with Punch Needle is from Zacco Workshop. And this book will help you discover the art of punch needle with 11 special projects from Japanese embroidery artist Yumiko Hugachi. This series of sweet little projects will teach you how to achieve rich, three-dimensional textures and finishes with your fiber art, using just your punch needle pen and embroidery floss. Full size template. Simply Stitched with Punch Needle. I have more books, but let's move on to some great new patterns. We're gonna start with this bag. This is the Bella Bifold from Studio Cat Designs. This bag includes 2 separated zippered areas. You see you got one up here, and you got another one back here. And you actually have a zippered pouch on the back as well. And when you open it, you have a built-in wallet with your little card slots. Hold that up closer. So you don't have to worry about carrying your bulky wallet around. You can just toss the cards in here that you need for your trip, your money. You can throw some change in here and you're ready to go. And this is securely closed with 2 hidden magnets. So nobody's going to be able to get in there without you feeling them tugging on your purse. There's a twist and lock closure on the front. And this is 9.5 inches wide by 9 inches tall, and it is 3 inches deep. So it's perfect for every day and just for traveling. So that was the Bella Bifold from Studio Cat Designs. Behind me, this one is called Pizzazz. It's designed by Deb Heatherly. This pattern was her latest sew-along, and the participation in the feedback, if you're a part of her Grids Girl group, was just phenomenal. What did you grab?
It's actually a mystery quilt, so you don't know what it's going to look like.
Oh yeah, it was her mystery quilt, so you didn't know what your final product was going to be. It uses the Creative Grids Kitty Cornered tool, which is Deb Heatherly's with Creative Grids, as well as your 2 peaks in one. And she also uses this one?
Yes, to make these little 4 patches.
And she also uses her Turbo 4 patch. These are all Creative Grid rulers. She designed the Kitty Corner, that's her most recent, I believe, and then her Turbo 4 patch to create this beautiful design. You get these curved looks without actually having to sew curves, which, I mean, I think that's great. Yeah, I don't know who's really a fan of sewing curves, but it's not me. So this is great. Like I said, her feedback was phenomenal. I've seen people make it over and over and over again. Maria's added it to her list of things that she's gonna make. So that's Pizzazz by Deb Heatherly. Thank you. On my other side is the Champagne Quilt. This was designed by Then Came in June. This pattern is black based and marries two of the designer's favorite quilting patterns, a star and an Irish chain. The pattern includes two different design options. You can mix and match your stars and modern style stars in 4 different size options. There's a scrappy chart inside, so it's a great pattern to use up your scraps. So get into your scrap bin and just get started. Getting into the patriotic feel here. This one's from Patchabilities. This is the patriotic gnome table runner. This is an intermediate pattern that features half triangle squares. Included in the pattern are triangle paper strips that you can use for precise cuts. There's step-by-step instructions with helpful tips, techniques, and easy to use tracings that will be appreciated by all skill level people. Patterns include beginner tips, great hand embroidery figures, enlarged layout guide, and complete binding directions. You only really need 1 day to finish this. It looks like we already have a question. Deborah is curious what fabric line the Studio Cat bag is made from. I think it's J. Recker Frisch. It definitely looks her style, but that is something we can ask the designer to confirm for you. But if I had to guess, it's J. Recker Frisch. Let's say hello to a couple more people. Hello, Kimberly from Kansas. Alicia from Custom Creations in Canada. Hello, Marianne from Sew Together in Massachusetts. Thanks for tuning in today. Carlita from Tart Fabrics in Kansas. And Deborah from Patchworks in New York. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for tuning into this video. Ooh, running my words together there. It's been a Wednesday. So now I want to show you these designer created Fiskars scissors. And I'm so excited to show you these today. These are probably my favorite product to show you today. So these are called, technically, created with Fiskars. So this first one is designed by, let's start in the middle, which is Advent Garden, which is a creation of Wife New York City. This is Sophie Parker, and it's known for the hand-painted botanical works of art. And then your green one here, you have the house that Lars built. This is Brittany Jepson, known for inspiring artful living. And the pink, the playful posies, is this is the So Bold design. This is Tabitha Sewer, known for the bright, joyful sewing projects and accessories. I am gonna want every single one of these. I just love when my scissors are fun. I love having fun design on my accessories. It just makes, I think, the process more enjoyable. So all of these scissors include high-grade precision ground stainless steel blades. And oops, we lost the light there. Don't know, we'll see what's going on with that. Chrissy, if you can come down here. So these scissors include high-grade precision ground stainless steel blades that are gonna stay sharp and cut all the way to the tip. They have a titanium blade coating that is 3 times harder than steel, so it really resists wear and scratches and corrosion. And their bent handle keeps materials flat for mistake-free cutting. Next up are Summit Street boxes. I can probably get close to all of them on the screen. This one, obviously, cat is my favorite. So you see most of them are quilt patterns, but then you have the adorable cat. So these are just super cute, and they're a clever way to store and organize all sorts of items. They hold your 6.5-inch quilt squares just perfectly. They're also great for just holding your supplies, and you could even put some goodies inside and give it as a gift. It'd make a really cute little gift full of fun stuff. Or you could, pack it up and take it on a retreat.
It's a good lunchbox.
Oh, and a good lunchbox. Maria thinking out of the box over here. Next up are some items from the Electric Quilt Company. Diane, who's from EQ, is watching today, and I believe some of their other team members are tuning in as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to chime in. They can answer your questions right on the spot. So let's start with the Encyclopedia of Pieced Quilt Patterns. It's a little hard to see on the table because it has a white cover, but this is Barbara Brackman's popular 1993 pattern identification book. It has been modernized with full color and line drawings of over 4,000 pieced quilt block patterns. Just flip through that a little bit, you can just see. And they're broken down into categories. You got non-square blocks, unequal 9 patches. So the Encyclopedia of Pieced Quilt Patterns is brought to life on your computer with the re-release of Electric Quilt Company's top-selling block-based software. So you can take a nice scroll through all the categories while viewing the blocks in gorgeous colorings or grayscale values or line drawings. You have tons of options. Diane was kind enough to let me install this on my computer and get to play with it, which was a super big honor. I really appreciate it. It is so much fun. And even though it is a standalone software for Windows and Mac, you can easily print the cutting template instructions, foundation patterns, and templates at any size, as well as you can incorporate it into your EQ8 program and bring your blocks into EQ8. So they have a website full of information. They're super easy to reach. We have their videos on our website. If you have any questions, I'm sure they can answer in no time. They taught a bunch of us how to use EQ8 a few months ago. That was a great class. So the Encyclopedia of Pieced Quilt Patterns and Block Base Plus. Now we're going to show you some puzzles from Suns Out. Let's make great gifts. I always give them to my mother, who loves her puzzles. So we have Hide and Quilt and Grandma Quilts. This one's 550 pieces. This one's 500 pieces. It's too many pieces if you ask me. I'm not good at them.
That's not enough.
That's what my mom's saying. You got the Quilt Lodge. This one is 1,000 pieces. And I enjoy, a lot of times they have cats in them, and everybody here knows my love for cats. Here's another cute cat one. Now this one is my alley. It's 300 pieces. I could probably do that one. This is beautiful. You got the beautiful quilt in the background. My Bobo actually looks like that cat. Then you got Tiffany's quilt. You got a nice old singer, and the mice are helping the cat, because you know in the real world they're best friends. That's another 300 piece. You have garden quilting. This one's 500, and the 500s actually finish 18 by 24 inches. It's quite generous. I got all sorts of quilts displayed. It's beautiful. And the kitty cat. Then you have Village Shops. This one is 1,000 pieces and it's 20 by 27 inches when finished. And lastly, Lap's Quilt Barn. Wouldn't you love to have this in your town? Just all these beautiful quilts everywhere. This one is 1,000 pieces as well. From Stash Books, they have another set of the eco pouches. These ones are cat themed. I swear I didn't pick these items for today. But these are also cat themed. They're patchwork cats. And if you don't know, the great things about their eco pouches is that they're made of recycled plastic, which also makes them tough enough to handle sharp quilting and sewing tools as well. So these are great for on the go. They can get slammed around in your bag and they're gonna be just fine. Let's see who else is watching today. Just a little note, I am in my flip-flops today. It's nice outside. Well, actually I'm barefoot. I film barefoot, but it is flip-flop weather in my opinion. Hello to Barb from Barb's Custom Quilts in Canada. Hello So Big Quilting in Oregon. Emma Rose from Auntie M's. Yep, she knows I'm in my flip-flops. I hope you can have some flip-flops on too. Hello Dan from Stitches Camp in Arizona. Pat on the back. Jeanette from Cosby Fabrics. Let's move on to the Faultless Iron Cleaner. So it packs a lot of punch in this little tiny bottle. It removes your stubborn residues and fusible from the sole plates of your irons. The unique cream creates a cleaning presser experience. You can apply directly to the iron sole plate while it's hot to remove the stuck-on residue. Just be careful not to burn your fingers. This was a last-minute addition in today's episode.
I love their stuff.
Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff we have that we show them too. And then next up is the Stitchy stand from It's So Emma. It does come in this super cute little pouch, this drawstring bag. So let's open it up. So it looks like a pillow, and it is Velcro, so you can break it down if you'd rather it be this way. But it has these built-in pockets so that you can put your book in here, and it keeps it propped at a nice reading level. You got pockets all the way around it, so you can stick your notions in there and some needles, your scissors, and it is soft. You actually probably could, lay your head on it if you needed a little nap mid-project. So this was a Bee in My Bonnet company design. And when you're done, you can just put it back and good to go. I dropped my label, and you can just toss it to a friend. Next up, we have some new scissors from Kai that they released in a brand new teal colorway. So there are 3. They're part of their V5000 series. You have your 5.5, you can go big, small to big, your 5.5 inch, your 6.5 inch, and then your 8.5 inch shears. Just a nice new colorway. I think the packaging is really slick too. You have your blade covers, which is really nice to help keep from puncturing things while it's bouncing around in your bag. So these are from Kai. We are getting close to Maria showing you some creative grids and gypsy quilter items, but you're not getting rid of me just yet. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up with some more books and a few other items. Starting with Quick and Easy Sewing from Annie's. This is filled with bright, happy projects you can make in there's another cat. That you can make these in just an afternoon, a day, or just simply in a weekend. These are for beginner to intermediate, advanced sewers alike. You can make these for your house. You can make them as a gift. Ooh, I like this coffee one. Nice placemat and coaster set. So this is Quick and Easy Sewing by Annie's. In collaboration with his wife, Jan Shore, Jim Shore's storytelling quilts for all occasions pays tribute to the sentimental value quilts hold. Right on the inside cover here, you have your full-size patterns. This is 24 of Jan Shore's stunning quilt projects. You have some quotes in here from Jim and Jan. Actually, they both have quotes in here. This book also includes all new quilt designs. It is a heartfelt guide, and it's a must-have source of inspiration that puts an emphasis on love and family and tradition. This is classic and colorful patchwork and applique quilt patterns. Jim and Jan Shore. In the Peace and Love book from Martingale, you will find oodles of quilt making inspiration with this collection of patterns by the mother-daughter duo of Diane Britton and Audrey Mann. In these patterns, the beauty of traditional patchwork meets a more modern aesthetic. The results are just absolutely fabulous. I mean, look at that sprinkles cupcake. So each quilt features a large motif and lets the color take center stage, which is going to create a huge impact. That sunflower is beautiful. Peace in Sew from Martingale. From Amelie Scott Designs is her edge-to-edge quilting on your embroidery machine. This is your second edition. It's written by a quilter for quilters and is updated based on thousands of hours of teaching and quilting. The Easy Connect technique has never been easier, faster, or more accurate. The quilting designs are available in 3 sizes, and you got color instructions, videos, tips and tricks. So that's edge-to-edge embroidery, edge-to-edge quilting on your embroidery machine, second edition. She also has edge-to-edge jumbo pack 3, which you're going to want to pick up while you're at it. It's an easy download file. It has 10 additional, oops, there's code in there, 10 additional files that you can download. They're made for the largest hoops on the market. And lastly is her Good Morning Coffee pattern. I'm a big coffee lover. You got your regular, your espresso, your mocha, cappuccino, hazelnut. Now I need a cup of coffee. This table topper has everything you can imagine. Plus, there's some words of encouragement to help you start your day off right. I have one last set of items to show you today before I hand this on over to Maria. And these are the Decorating Diva zipper widgets. Now I know they're kind of hard to see, but these come in a variety of colors. And you can use them on purses, wallets, garments, luggage, backpacks. Anything with a zipper can use a widget, and it can also serve as a replacement for lost tabs. So now I'm going to hand this over to Maria.
And then you're coming back.
And then I'm coming back. So don't go far.
All right. Well, hi everyone. It is so fun to be back again, and like Chessa said, I've got a ruler of the month to show you and a notion of the month from the Gypsy Quilter. Let's start with the notion. Every month we choose a notion and a ruler to place on a special sale for you shop owners. So the notion for this month is called Terrific Tape. It comes in a 1 inch and a 1/2 inch width. The thing that's terrific about the Terrific Tape is that
I see what you did there.
Good, right? Is that it only sticks to itself. So if I unwind some of this, you can see it's clear. My fingers are not sticking to it, so it's not going to leave any residue behind. So I'm going to use this to wrap things up. If I wrap it around my hand here, my thumb out of the way, you can see it's going to stick and hold a bundle of anything together. So for instance, I'm going to use it on my stray spools of thread. So if you've got comb threads or you're a long armor and they tend to get out of control in the drawer, a little piece of this Terrific Tape. Sorry, I'm not used to where I'm supposed to stand and reach. Can you all see better? Yeah, no, I'm too close, right?
There you go.
So I'm going to wrap this around my spool, and you can see it's simply not sticking to the thread until I wrap all the way around there. I'm going to cut a length, and look, those tails are contained, and we have brighter light, and it's great. So you can wrap up your thread, wrap up your embroidery hoops. Maybe you've got a stack of pens or marking pens that you want to take along, or maybe you're simply doing some spring cleaning and want to control some of the chaos in your drawer. This Terrific Tape is great for that because it won't stick to the items and it easily peels right back off again. And as you could see, it does not stick to the thread as I was working there. So Terrific Tape. Oh yeah, just handed me an embroidery hoop. See the tape around the edge there? And when I want to take it off, I simply unwrap it. If I want to wrap it back up again, it takes me longer to get it to go just the right way here. And that hoop, because it comes in 2 parts, is held together for storage on your shelf. So, our notion of the month. For creative grids, our ruler of the month is our 6.5 inch, I never quite say it right, square it up and fussy cut ruler. Yes, please. Thank you. So, if you look at this closely, this outer edge is 6.5 inches. We've got the grip that goes all the way around that outside edge. There are bore holes every inch that actually hits the 1/2 inches. So you can mark a square from 1 inch finished up to a 6 inch finished block with the same ruler. So let's take a look at how that works. I've got some scrappy blocks here. Am I in the right space?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can see they go from scrappy to trimmed in no time. I'm going to take my ruler, which I've marked with some of my GE stickers, or G-Easy stickers from Gudrun. I'm marking the holes that I'm going to mark through to trim these blocks. I like to start with my block on the diagonal here because I want to line that line up right down the middle of my white strip. I'm looking to be sure that I am on the fabric around this edge here. See that white dotted line in the middle? So I'm going to actually trim this to a 4.5 inch square. I'm going to take my marking pen and simply insert in that bore hole and make a little dot. I'm probably making it bigger than I need to, but that way you can see it good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to remove the ruler and move it over. So I'm going to line up one dot with the corner, a dot on the side, and a dot down here. Wait for it.
Dun dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. I need my Creative Grid rotary cutter. Because I'm right-handed, I'm going to toggle that button to the right. Simply apply a little pressure and trim. It's a great project to use up your scraps. I even have some of our 5-inch scrap tape on the back here. I've got a tote bag that's going to come out of these blocks, so when I get them all finished, I'll show you that on another day. But here's that red dot again that I made. I'm lining up the corner and I'm lining up on the other dots, and look at this. The dotted line for the 2-inch square is going to line up right on that corner. So sometimes the other lines on the rulers help you line up, make sure you're square. And trim again and again. That quickly, I have a nice, pretty block to put into a project. So there's a couple of them trimmed. Again, these come back to me. These squared up and fussy cut rulers are a great tool for any sewing room. Granted, our 6.5-inch squares, our 12.5-inch squares have centered lines that are marked on them. But for a scrappy project like this, I love this type of ruler because it doesn't have a lot of distracting markings on it. And I can easily see where that square is going to line up with the ruler. And I think you noticed that I had my Creative Grid rotary cutter out. For those that have not noticed yet, they are in the building and shipping orders as we speak.
Ooh.
We are so excited to see them in person. I've been using this for about 3 months now, and I will tell you, I have some soreness in my wrist from all the, oh yeah, here's the beautiful package it comes in. You get a carrying case along with the rotary cutter. There's already a blade in the cutter, so you can just open it up and get busy. The pain that was in my wrist and my thumb is actually getting less and less the more I use it. So I let the weight of that cutter help me do the cutting. I can cut more layers than I ever did before accurately because that weight helps me do that. To open it, we are going to toggle to the right for right-handed cutting, and that exposes the blade on this side. I'm going to toggle back to the center so that it's safe and I don't cut myself or accidentally cut something else on the table. If you're cutting left-handed, you're just going to toggle to the left. You don't have to swap the handle around. You don't have to move the blade anywhere. It stays right there. I'm working on this left-handed business. You know. This grip on the handle makes it very easy to hold. The grooves up here for your finger means that your hand can be any size and still fit on that handle easily. To change the blade, it's got that great release button on the back. Slide it with my thumb, the post comes off. I replace the blade and slide it right back on again. Some people like to go this way and lift it off. I love to drop it in my hand.
Yeah,
I think I'm safer. And I can carefully grab that blade and put a new one on. So if you haven't seen yet, our rotary cutter is in the house and soon to be in your hands. So we're super excited.
Super excited. Plus, who doesn't love red?
Oh, and I just, you know, anything new. And this is a tool. Like, I'm not going to have to buy another rotary cutter ever. I'll have to buy replacement blades, which we also have. Packs of 2 and packs of 5. But the nice thing about this is that you can also use other brands and other replacement blades. We say it fits most because we haven't found one yet that it doesn't fit. But I haven't gone store to store and tried all the different varieties either.
So none of your blades are going to go to waste that you might have already purchased for other ones.
Right. So get them while they're hot. All right, Chessa, back to you.
Well, we actually have a question about the blue and white quilt.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that'll be Deb Heatherly's again, if you want to.
Ask what is the name. Oh, it is called Pizzazz. And she did a beautiful job. In fact, we'll show you. Can you see the block? This is the block right here. And then there's another one with the bigger squares here, but that is the basic block that you make. So this is the kitty cornered ruler. There's the 4-patch, half square triangles. And then this little spot is done with that 2 peaks in 1. to cut the triangle and the fillers that go on the side there. So lots of fun stuff in there, but the name of it is Pizzazz, and she always publishes it after the mystery is done, so it's available now.
And there's that link in the description of the video and pinned to the top of the comments that will take you to all the items. So that is included in that link.
Fun. All right, ma'am. All yours.
Oh, jeez.
See you all soon.
She will be back on our next live, which is going to be 2 weeks from today. It's going to be Wednesday, April 20th. Same time, same place. Joining me, besides Maria, will also be Jeff Smithers, our fabric and thread buyer. We know you love fabric, and he's going to be showing you some of the newest releases from your favorite vendors. That is not something you're going to want to miss. It's not something you're going to want to miss. Did I say that right?
I don't know.
You don't want to miss it. We'll just put it that way. Next, we have this week's giveaway. So let me bring that out here. Oh, you're fine.
I can take my debris out of here so you can see
Not
it.
debris. Some of the vendors whose items that we showcased today were kind enough to donate them to the giveaway, so we are putting them all into the bundle. First, we have some of the Created with Fisker scissors. If you can get them out of my hands, you may have them. That might not be possible. And you have your punch needle from Zacco Workshop, simply stitched with punch needle. And then each of the new Amelia Scott designs that we've talked about today, the edge-to-edge quilting on your embroidery machine, the 2nd edition, your Good Morning Coffee pattern in the edge-to-edge Jumbo Pack 3, all from Amelia Scott Designs. You guys know the rule. There's just 2 of them. It's super simple. You must be a Checker customer, and you must be a member of Checker's private Facebook group. The giveaway will be posted on our Facebook page later today. To enter, simply put your shop name and location in the comments, plus you need to like the post. Some people forget that. That is a stipulation. You have to like the post as well. If you're not a member of our private Facebook group, no worries. Abby is posting in the comments a link directly to the group, so you can go ahead and join. It might take a day or two to be approved, but that's okay because you have until this coming Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, this Friday, April 8th. Do we have any other questions? No? Come on, you guys have to have something. Like what's your favorite color or... Well, then I guess that's everything for today. Again, all of these items are in the description of this video, as well as the pinned comment in the comments. Thanks for being a Checker customer and watching this episode of What's New, and I'll see you back here in exactly 2 weeks on Wednesday, April 20th.